It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Cardinals and the Browns. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
It is a crisp, cool fall afternoon, and we've got football from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Cleveland Browns. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, who's now in his 7th season in the league, former #1 overall pick, Jameis Winston.
In his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Now on 4th down, honors the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Jameis to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They go play action. Winston. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down, and he was able to get it by play. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. first down. Winston. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On first down, Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 12 carries, 58 yards, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
The completion there for Winston. And Jameis, of course, kind of such a boom or bust proposition at the quarterback position. He can light you up or he can give games away. So defensively, what's the mindset with a quarterback like that?
For me, it's playing more coverage than it is blitzing him, because I think that he has so much confidence in his arm. He may take an extra chance or two, and if you have enough guys downfield, you get those tip balls, or you're able to make a play on the football at the point where the ball gets to the receiver, then you've got a chance to make some good plays against Jameis.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Handoff comes to Chubb. Pushes him over. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You can't be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Touchdown, Browns. Austin Hooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gostkowski the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. To Connor on the check down. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Seven, our score after 1. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now a man who punted for the Browns in 2015, Andy Leon, to kick it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there, definitely not his best. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Winston now. They'll go screen here to Hunt. Breaks through the contact. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now Winston. finding the tight end Hooper. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. They'll throw again. Winston. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get into field goal range.
Now Murray off play action. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. It's complete to Williams. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Play action. Now it's Murray. Dancing to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Murray now. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Throw left side complete. That's Williams. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Play fake. Murray. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Final play of the half here, Winston. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No. But you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And it's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here's Winston. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
3 yards remain for second down.
Throwing, Winston. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. On third down, Winston. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Isaiah Simmons
providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Murray, man open left side. It's Williams. And now they're in the hurry-up. From the gun on third down, Murray going deep for Hopkins. And it's intercepted.
Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll run again with Hunt. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
give. This is Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Winston gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Winston. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Phillips showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
Winston's throw into the hands of Hooper.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
That should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. To throw, Winston. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Jordan Phillips able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Gostkowski's kick is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The football going back over to Arizona now. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On play action, it's Murray. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray.
That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shot.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
James Conner,
his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. They didn't want the tie. They rolled the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a one-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Winston readies the offense. Down 18-17, 2:09 to play. Their undefeated season, it's in danger unless they can score here as they've got a 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys are struggling to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Winston. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Now Murray. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw, Murray. Well, this is caught by Williams. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw is Murray. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So they try to make it a 2-score game with a conversion. It pays off.
And they've looked at the situation, figured it out well. A 2-score game in this situation, they've got to feel much better about where they are.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford.
And the Cards come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.